What is up, guys? This is Magic the Gamer back today with another video. YouTube, another one of YouTube. Wow, that's just crazy. Welcome back to another video of Minecraft. Thank you. Oh man, I'm just tongue twisted today. Now I just did a video to teach you how to build a 7x7 house. This is a 7x7. Well, technically it's not a 7x7 now, but it was at 7x7 when it started. And then we upgraded it and kept upgrading and upgraded. So I don't know exactly how much it is now, but it is a pretty good house for a starter house. If you want to actually build it, you can. Now, since we got that built, we got to figure out something else to build. And this is the this is a spot that I got selected, which is gonna be like a longhouse. I'm thinking about like building a longhouse. So we're gonna have fun with that. So guys, before we start, give a huge shout out to our subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. It means a lot to me. And if you left a comment, I read the comment, and thank you guys so much for that. Now we're gonna start by adding this. So you want to make sure it's if you have a wall or something like that, you want to make sure it's at least a 2 block from either building. So that way it kind of gives, if you build it like right here, it's not gonna give you any walkaway. If you build it right here, it's kind of a one deal and it won't give you much space. That's why I always do 2 blocks when I'm building. I think we're just gonna start by building a longhouse. If you guys know what a longhouse is, it is a pretty much a longhouse. That's pretty much the easiest. Now I'm building a 4x4, does not, or a 4 block up. It doesn't really matter where you put these, to be honest. But we're not actually like, oh, just gonna stop there. No, we're actually gonna create it like right here too. So it is a long building. When you're actually gonna see it, it's a pretty long building, to be honest. The stopping point is actually right here. This is the stopping point of the building, because that's the closest I can get before, like, because I still have, as you guys know, I've been trying to, like, get rid of all this. And we still got quite a bit of work to do to actually get this done. We still got a lot of DNT and stuff like that to actually do that. But for now, we're just doing it with our hands. Now guys, we got it all set up, so you can space it technically however you want. You can do the same space, or you can do different, but this is what we got set up right now. Just doing a pretty much a whole wall of just deals. And then here's the fun part. So what we're going to do is we're going to use cobblestone. A lot of times we use cobblestone, you don't technically have to use cobblestone. We're going to use cobblestone just to collect these beams together. Besides right here, we're going to make sure that that is a gap there. And this all, so it's going to look like this when you actually get slowly started with. You want to make sure there's a gap right there, so that way you can have a room to deal. Now this is a longhouse, as you can tell. So when it comes to a longhouse, you could do multiple deals. So you can, with a longhouse, you can add 2-3 stories long. You can add multiple beds, multiple designs, and that's what we're going to show you how to do right now, is how to build a longhouse. So longhouses are really actually better, to be honest, than most houses, because you're not having to worry about, oh, this is how much space you have. Now guys, we're going to use regular stone, which regular stone, if you guys don't know what it looks like this. See, it looks the same, identical as that. So we're gonna make sure that that gets placed on the 3rd block. Don't place it here. We don't want it there. We want it on the 3rd block. And you would do it the same way you did the cobblestone. Make sure that it gets that like that. If you guys are having trouble following along, you can always let me know, or you can watch it in slow motion. Either way. Alright. So you want to make sure that this is all the same way. Besides the, get out of my way, please. I'm trying to show people how to build. Please get out of my way. Get out of my way. This is the problem when you build something and they want to interfere. All right, give me that. I'm gonna have to build it like that so he doesn't go in the house, so he can move away, because right now he wants to go in the house, and I don't want him in the house right now, because right now, but those two would not be there because that's where the door's at. Or unless, actually, I think that's actually would be there because the door's actually gonna go there. So I actually didn't mess up. I thought I was messing up, but I didn't. Alright guys, now I'm gonna put the doors in there. It does not necessarily matter what doors you add in there, to be honest. So we're going to add the cobblestone there, and we're going to use the white pill doors, which look pink. For some reason, these look pink. I don't know why. But guys, that's what we're going to start with. We're going to start with those. And then we're going to use the, to be honest, you can use whatever material you actually feel like using. But we're going to use the pale oak wood, and then let's go with the spruce wood. We're going to use both of those. And we're going to actually add the pale white wood on the level that we have open. You can add windows in it if you want. It technically doesn't matter, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do like a regular oak on all the sections, besides probably maybe this one. I think this one I'll add a window. Yeah, we'll add a window. That way you can see out the tiny little window. Why not? So we're going to add a window there, and let's see, is there anything actually blocking? Yeah, there is. See, that's another reason why I don't put windows a lot of times, is because if you notice, half of it is being blocked by the other buildings. So guys, we're starting with that, and then we're going to take the spruce wood, which is in your dome. We're going to do the same thing we normally do. We're just going to keep leveling it up until it gets to the fully maxed of where the 4 block is. Now with this one, I'm thinking about doing a 3-level building, which means that I'm going to level this up 3 times. So this is going to be the floor of the first level. Oh, we might actually have to leave like a section right here, just a long section, just so we can get the stairs kind of that way. Now, like I said, with the longhouse, you can do any type of design you want. Now, as you know, we still got the floor design, so we're going to destroy all these grass before we move on to the second level. Now, you don't have to do the same as the cobblestone. If you do want to, you can use whatever type of floor you want. And I think this one, I'm about going with the pink floor. I know it sounds girly, it sounds puny, but I think I'm going to go with the cherry blossom wood on the floor just for now. I'm going to cover probably carpet later down the road. But just so that it kind of gives a nice color to the design. And since we got that done, we're going to actually add some torches in the building. Since we already got the floor done, as you can tell, we're going to add some torches. You want to make sure the torches are in the corners. You can add 3, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to add, that's why I kind of make sure I have those logs there. The logs there are a good way to put torches where it doesn't look weird, like I did. Add some of those torches, might not need that torch there. So this is what it looks like so far, guys. Now, as you guys know, I am right now in a speed mode, which means I might be building it too fast and you might have to slow down, which... that happens to me a lot. I end up getting so creative where I end up building so fast. So if I am going too fast, guys, I'm sorry. I do apologize. But I'm just a fast builder. Now you want to make sure that all of these builds are up to a 3 and a 4 block on all of the sections. You want to make sure these are a 4 block on every single one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a 3 block. You want to make sure that all of these are a 4 block up. Oh, no, it's not. Let's make sure that is a 4 block. So it's going to look like this when you get done. Now you got to understand this is a 3 deal. You don't have to do the same design as you did the bottom one, unless you just feel like it. But we are going to do a cobblestone on all of it. Now you'd be like, what about the stairs? We are going to add the stairs in, guys. But right now we're just trying to get it leveled up to at least the 3rd level. That way we can show y'all what we're talking about. Now we're going to do the same way as what we did on the bottom one, where it's just white. Now, when it comes to this here, you actually can add a window. You don't actually technically have to not add a window there, because it's not blocking it. So I'm going to add a window there. Now, as you guys know, this is the 2nd level of the building. I'm going to block those off. And see, there is a beautiful, nice view. So I'm going to add all that to where it's glass. I would say that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3... yeah, there is a 5 block right there, guys. We're going to add a 5 block glass. And we're not going to add a glass there because that is where the actual, like, next floor is going to be at. And if we add that, it's going to look kind of weird. So we're not going to add that. We're going to definitely make sure we add torches in the building so that way we don't have to be blinded by darkness. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're going to upgrade those later. Next color is the smooth stone. Wait, do I have it? I don't even have smooth stone in my inventory. Why do I not have that? That's stupid. On my part, that's stupid. I thought I had it in my deal, and I'm looking in my deal, and I don't have it. Alright, I gotta go all the way to here, which is nature. Then we're gonna cover this with the smooth stone right here. Well, it's not really smooth stone, it's mostly just regular stone. Now, I'm gonna add a glass here, because I just realized that there actually is, like, you can actually see out of that. Because it's not in the grass. Now, later when we push all this grass back, we can add windows to the bottom level. But just for now, we're going to do not. And then the last deal, as you know, we're going to copy the bottom of it. We're going to keep copying it until we get to the third level. The third level is going to be the same, but it is going to be a little bit different because it has the roof, which adds an extra level of the building. And there we go. And we're going to add torches on this side and that side just to make sure that's bright enough. And that side just to make sure it's bright enough. So, guys, this is kind of what it looks like now. You gotta understand this is a 3-level house. It is a long house. So it is gonna look kind of basic, to be honest. It's gonna kind of look stupid, but that's okay. Your building doesn't have to look like the most beautiful place in the world, unless you just want to. I would probably not make your house beautiful in survival because you can add diamonds and sorry about that, guys. You can add diamonds and crystals and gold in your house until all of a sudden you look back and a creeper blows it up. I've had that happen. So, and look where I'm at. There's a creeper right there. Are you serious right now, my brother? Get out of my way, creeper. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Go somewhere else. Bother somebody else's. Don't bother my house. Alright, so we're definitely going to make sure that this level is up to the same deal. We're going to make sure to put torches on all over your building. One reason why I do that is so that you kind of can see your house from far away. Because imagine you building like just the torches on the inside or like just one torch. And then you go and try to find your house later. Like, watch. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Watch. Let's say I build a 4 house. Let's say. I'm just going to build this in a rough draft here. So let's say I build this cube, and I build the door right there, and I put 1 torch on each side. Now watch. If I go far away, I can't see my house. I can see all the other houses because they're bright as crap. But if you have to get super close just to see the light. That's kind of what I'm saying. You can do it that way if you prefer. But I always like to make sure that my torches are all over my buildings. So that way from a far distance I can kind of see the design. Now guys, we're still not done because as you know, we still got to add that floor. What fun it is going to be to build the floor. Now guys, we're going to add a white staircase in this one. Wow. It's going to be a lot of fun building this, to be honest. Okay, make sure that one is the actual design. And then we're going to go with white oak. Oh, we're going to do that, and then the stones. We're kind of leaving this design so that way... How did that get destroyed? I don't know how that got destroyed. That way we can kind of, like, see the exact location of where we can actually place it. So, guys, there is the second level stairs, I guess we can call it that way. Now we got to make sure that this is patched up like this. You do not want to... When you're building, you don't want to leave, like, a gap there. So we're definitely going to fix that. We're going to let's get rid of the glass. I don't think we need the glass right now. So guys, that is what our stairs look like. It kind of looks basic, but that's okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be the most... What the heck are you doing in my house? Get out of my house. It doesn't have to look the most perfect house in the world. It's just a basic. Now I'm going to use this as a villager's house, just so that the villagers can kind of have somewhere to sleep. Now that means that when we do a villager's house, we got to add beds in it because they are lazy and all they want to do is sleep. So I'm just going to add a black bed in it because I'm not going to give them multicolored beds. I'm just going to give them a black bed. So I'm going to put one there. Actually, not there. I don't want to put like right by the door. I'm going to put the one there. 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 And then we got to go upstairs and put one there. There, there, there. Oh, maybe one like right there. That way they're farther away. Now, this is a big place, so there's going to have a lot of beds. Now, when you get done with the second level, I mean, you don't technically have to add that design. When you get done with the second level, you want to make sure that the next level is a 4 block up. So when you're building, it's going to be 4 block up. So it's gonna be like this. You want to make sure that gets done. 2, 3, 4. Nope, that one's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Man, my throat is really dry right now. I'm gonna definitely have to get a drink of water in a couple of minutes, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Alright, so we're gonna make sure that that does get done like that. So guys, we did finish. This is the last level, if you guys noticed. Now this is a pretty long building. Like I said, it is a long building, which a long building is pretty good because you can add a lot of supplies in it. Better than a bigger one. Now a bigger building, you have... Oh man, that actually felt a lot better. Sorry about that, guys. But a bigger building, you have more space. But a longer building, you don't have to like worry about like. I mean, either way they kind of work out in a way. Now, guys, we're gonna make sure that this is the we're gonna make sure with the spruce logs, spruce planks to go like this on the last block. Now, this is where the roof comes in. You don't have to technically add the roof. You can add the roof a different color if you want. Now, since we did sandstone for the last one, I think we should do birch wood. So we're going to go with a birch wood roof. Which means I got to go all the way and do all this work to find the birch wood. There it goes. Alright guys, so we're going to get the roof done before we finish the inside of the building. Yeah, man, it's already matching with the second level. That's not good. That's alright. See, that's another reason why I space it off, because the roof kind of blends in with like most of the deals. So you want to make sure to do that. We're going to do the same thing we did with the other one. We're just doing the wraparound roof. You could do a pointy roof like those buildings there if you actually want to take the time in doing it. But I would definitely highly recommend using a wraparound roof. It's a lot easier. And it's a lot faster to get the roof done than actually trying to do like an angle. Because with the angle, if you're trying to get up, you're having to watch out and do design and stuff like that. To me, it's a lot more work, but if you guys want to do that, y'all can. It's just a suggestion to do. But I'm doing the wraparound roof to add the deals. Now, when I get this done, I cannot leave a gap like that open, so that's where I'm going to use the birch planks, and I'm going to finish out the roof like this. Now when I get done with that, I'm going to add torches. I'm going to do it a space so that way they're not so close together, because I don't want the roof kind of like that. Like that. So that's what it's going to look like, guys. That is the roof. Now we still got a lot of work to do, so we can't diddle dally. Oh man, that's a tongue twister as crap. Diddly dally. Now we're going to do the same exact design as we did the last one, which means we're going to add cobblestone. We're not changing any design on this. We're just going to show you, like, this is just, if you want to rush through it and do this in survival, you can. It's a quick, simple house. It gives you plenty of space for just a single person, or you could do multiple person. It doesn't really matter. We're going to definitely make sure that's a window, because we don't want no window. We want a window, but we don't, like, want to actually, like, block off the space for a window. So we're going to make sure the torches get placed there and placed there. Now this is the final roof, so the torches are going to be the last part. Oh crap. There we go. Alright guys, so we are still working on it. It's still got a lot of places done, and we're going to make sure to put glass on that section like that. And now we got to finish up the next location, which is the white planks. We're going to add white planks on this. Come on, work with me. Now, to be honest, I think the actual, like, the third floor is actually going to get more space. Now, guys, I did it this way to where the beds are on this side, is so that way the stairs can actually be, like, right here. Because I kind of don't want, like, to block the stairs off with actual, like, that location. Because this is, crap, I keep forgetting that I had the other block in the actual other location. This is where the actual block is going to be at. This is the floor. Oh. So this is what it's going to look like. You know, you want to make sure there's at least a gap so that way you can get up. And we're going to do that with this floor here and make sure that gets done like that. So this is what it's going to look like for the second floor. Now once you're done with that, like that, I'm sorry if guys am rushing. I tend to rush a lot of times when I'm building. So we're gonna definitely finish that up. We want to use the smooth stone, or the actual stone, regular stone, which is in your nature deal and your building supplies like that. And then you want to make sure to add some torches in the building. You do not want to make sure that there is no torches, because if there is no torches, the mobs will spawn right where the darkness. I think the torches are a pretty good idea, because they prevent the mobs from actually like spawning in your house. This is what it looks like, guys, so far. You can technically do whatever you want with the design. It's just a simple design, especially if you're in survival. So let's get the beds involved and let's finish this up. Now, since we got the beds all in place, it's time to get rid of that, because we don't need that. Alright, now, final step is to add the stairs. The stairs are going to be pretty simple. It's just pretty much follow the blocks kind of location. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much the stairs. I'm going to make sure that gets replaced with that, because that doesn't need to be like that. So guys, that is the last build. You can. This is the second level, so there is it's a pretty big building, to be honest. But guys, this is a pretty nice building. It's a 3-decker long building. If you guys enjoyed, this is what it looks like. It's the only building I could build in this space over here, because it's a small space, and I kind of want to build something that was good. And this is pretty much the only building that would actually like fit in that section, because I didn't realize how big that building was when I started. That's an 8x8. Well, it actually started out to be an 8x8, but it's actually way bigger than I thought it was going to be. If you want, since I'm waiting, I'm gonna destroy that and fix that, because I did the deal in the last video and I look at it from a further deal and it just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna add the logs here. Yeah, it looks better with the logs. I thought these were gonna add the character, but it looks weird. So I'm gonna fix that real quick, guys. Well, guys, I do hope that you all have a good day at your work or school or whatever you guys are doing. And I hope you guys enjoyed how to build a 3 longhouse, or whatever the heck you can call it. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you guys to the new subscribers. I appreciate that. Until next time, this is Magic the Gamer signing off.